friends, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Today's another thrift haul. Well, it's not all thrift. It's not all an estate sale. I did go to an estate sale with my husband today. He got to meet some of the characters I talk about that I run into when I'm at the estate sale. Because there are some very distinct, unique people that go. And the house was in a beautiful neighborhood, but it was really kind of a weirdly laid out house. Kind of had the feel of being like in a fun house. All I needed was a few crooked stairs and a rotating tunnel, because it was a really disjointed house. It was just very oddly laid out. There was some good stuff. It wasn't as good as the one I went to yesterday, but I did find some things for my shop and for myself. So, and then we did go to Pick and Coop. It's a local antique store that was having a holiday open house. And then we went to a store called The Promise. It's a store downtown Fayetteville, one of my favorites. So here's what I got today. I got this little mug for my daughter. It's how's it hanging with a sloth, because she loves sloths. And who couldn't use a sloth coffee mug, right? And I got this itty bitty little pewter pitcher. I just think it's cute and tiny, so I'm not sure how I'll use it, but still like it. And I got this little tiny bottle. They had tons and tons of these bottles. This size, smaller size, bigger, round. I don't know why you would need so many. And I don't mean like 5, I mean like probably 20 of each size. So I picked up one, because I'm like, well, I could find something to do, even if I just put some flowers in it, or just set it by itself, or next year I make it into a apothecary jar for Halloween, who knows. But, so there was that. And then they had a bowl full of these little spoons. They're like state spoons. I did look and try and find North Carolina, but I couldn't, so I kind of gave up. But they had this one, it looks like Rush County Courthouse, Rushville, Indiana. And there's Indian and then this building. And I liked the detail of it. I thought it was really interesting. I liked the shape. Yeah, so that's why I picked that one up. And then I picked this one up. It says 1982 Christmas. It's kind of tarnished and hard to see. Then there's a candle. So it has really beautiful detail. And again, I love the detail in it. But I didn't realize how really cool and popular these are till I kind of looked it up when I got home. And it makes me wish I'd grabbed a bunch more. So now I know to be on the lookout. Then I got this. So it's a aloha with a pineapple. It's made out of a coconut. It's a purse. I'm going to put this in my shop because I thought, well, how fun. Who wouldn't like to have a coconut purse? I mean, could be kind of fun. And then I got this for my shop. A beautiful little amber jar. Has a nice lid. I think it's a bubble jar. There's no cracks or chips, so if somebody's looking for a nice amber jar, here you go. And then the last thing at the estate sale, because I'm kind of always a sucker for, is aprons. So I found this nice little gingham check apron. I don't know, it's weird because something about it makes me think of another channel, Pendry's Home with Lake and Pendry, because I've seen her do a lot of buffalo check like this, or a little gingham check, and for some reason it just kind of makes me think of her. So anyway, that's what I found at the estate sales this morning. And then we went downtown to, I believe we went to The Promise. I found this little wooden block with a painted church on it. I thought it was really pretty. It says on the back, Primitives by Kathy, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And I do have a collection of little like churches I like to collect, so this will be perfect with my little collection. And then I got this stone. It's a scripture stone. It's a unique marble. It's quarried in the mountains of east of the ancient city of Ephesus. And it's a 12 heart stone art. And there you go. Has my favorite Bible verse. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. So love that. And then I couldn't pass this up, but look at this little Christmas tree. Has a little tag that's in here. It says, a friend loves at all times, Proverbs 1747 or 1717. Not sure which, but I don't know if you can hear it. It's got a little jingle to it. And it kind of reminds me of a wonky Dr. Seuss, but love it. So had to get that, couldn't pass it up. Then when we went to the Pick and Coop, they had this, oh, it's still got the tape on it from the tag. I don't want that. No, thank you. But this little diner bowl says Syracuse, China. And I like the shape and the little detailing on it. I thought at Christmas time I could put a little bottle brush tree in it, or maybe some ornaments or little tiny pine cones. Not sure how I'll display it, but I thought it was really pretty. And the last thing I got to Pick and Coop was this plate. It says the French Saxon China Company, Sebring, Ohio, National Brotherhood of Operative Potteries. So it does have a seal on it. It's got the, well, you probably can't see it, but there's the crazing and the crackling. But I love the rim and the shape and the flowers, because I'm trying to collect some more pink and red so I can use them for Valentine's in my curio cups. It does have a tiny little nick here I see, but that's okay. It's on the back, it doesn't bother me. And the nice thing about the Pick and Coop today, because of the holiday open house, there was a bunch of sales going on, so that was kind of nice. So I'll show you a close-up of my little haul here, and then we'll see where we dismantle some of them. You won't see the Christmas tree because it's not Christmas time. And like I said, a couple of these are going to other places, so I'll show you what I can, friends. There's where I put the little church, and then some of my other churches. I don't remember where I got that one. This one came from the Cotton Exchange when it used to be here. Not sure where I got that one. That one came from the antique store in Sanford, and I know it's not a church, it's from an old train set, but I still like the detailing. This one I got from my best friend Marnie when she bought a loft off Kearney Air Exchange, and not sure where I got that one. Not sure where I got that one. That's the house from Sarah Plantal, and that's the church. And then the couple I got at an estate sale, and I just thought they'd be neat next to the church. And some of these houses, like these two, I might have gotten off eBay. I don't really honestly remember. That came from Cotton Exchange, and it's an old piece of a train set. That, sorry, it's kind of in the shadows. Here you go. That's the Orchard House from Little Women. Kind of tucked back there. And then up here I have some more churches. That's another train set. And that gimpy one right back here, this one I painted. That's the house from It's a Wonderful Life, George Bailey. And then this is actually salt and pepper. So the other one I gave to my best friend. And then another little Christmas house. A little log cabin, reminds me a little bit of like Laura Ingalls. So does this one. That one came from Marnie as well. And then another little log cabin. It's a 3D log cabin. Let's see if I can take the roof off so you can see it. For some reason I can't get the roof off, but I used to be able to. But anyway, it's 3D printed. That came from an Etsy shop. And some seashells. But yep, so that's where the little church is. And my little curio cabinet of things that are special. Cardinal collection. It's kind of dark today. It's a little bit of a rainy, drizzly day. As Winnie the Pooh would say, it's a blustery day out. It's a little bit of a dark day, so I'll do the best that I can. But there's where I put the pewter pitcher next to my other pitcher and the little glass bottle. So I stored those in here. This is kind of where I put my overflow of little containers, extra candles. This is one I actually made. Bought this and turned it into a candle. And then some vintage bowls. So that's that. But down here is where I put the little spoons. So it can be added to this little vignette. probably one of my favorite little vignettes. I love this little vignette in my hut, my Hoosier hutch. So there you go. My husband and I have a library and we love books. That was one of the things that sold us on the house. So here is a collection of Bibles, and I thought that would be the most appropriate place to put the verse. So, and we have more Bibles than that. I don't know what it is, but we just like to collect them. And of course I added the apron to all my other aprons. So these are all like my keepsake aprons, and that they belong to my mom or my grandma or my daughter made it for me. And then the rest of these are just ones I enjoy. There's one down here. That one's from my husband. He's got a couple of black ones to use when he grills. And I have fall. And that one's from my best friend when she went to Disney. There's cats and toadstools and fun little animals. And then these three are all Christmas. Well, that one's cardinals, so not necessarily Christmas. And these are just kind of generic ones. And then this one is one I made for myself too. So, but yep, I love aprons, and I love having the choice to pick whatever's in the mood when I'm baking or cooking. And my bowl for right now, because I have other stuff out for Thanksgiving, I'm going to stick under this cabinet right here with the other options. So, and I don't know what they stored in here, because you guys don't have smell-o-vision, but every time I open it, it smells amazing. And I don't, like I said, I have no idea. I don't find any remnants of potpourri. I don't know what they put in here, but it always smells so good. It's like I wish I could figure out how to put it in my other cabinets so they'd smell good when I opened them too. Well, thanks for joining me, friends, and I'm glad you were here for the haul. Come back and see what other fun things we can find in and style.